Hello everyone, I'm Mitchell Ryan Darcy, and today I'm watching Matinee. This movie I'm quite excited for, complete blind buy. I literally bought it just this art. I have no idea what to expect from this film except for John Goodman's in it, and that it looks like, because I'm going just from this art cover that Scream Shout Factory did for this release, and it's like it looks like it's like the old 50s 60s like creature films, and it looks like it's coming out of the movie, so it's a movie about movies, I think, coming to life. It's the tagline that really made me want to watch this movie. Is Lawrence Woodsley presents the end of civilization as we know it. Make that proudly presents. So I'm assuming it's like a not really a disaster film, but like, it's gonna be like those old creature films. And I have no idea plot wise or whatever. Maybe it's not. Maybe this is just, I don't know what to expect. I'm really excited to watch this. I was gonna save this for my Halloween marathon, horror movies that I haven't seen before. But I decided, I'm like, I kind of really want to watch this now. The director, it says Joe Dante, and for some reason that name sticks out to me. I don't know if I've seen that name somewhere else or I'm confusing it with another director, but that name sounds really familiar, and I've in the back of my mind I've been trying to figure out, who's that? It's like I'm gonna have to wait until after I watch the film to look it up, because I want a surprise. I want to see if I can pick up on who it is just from watching the film. So, time to watch Matinee. Well, I just watched Matinee, and I gotta say it's pretty good for the most part. It's just I felt like overall I actually let my imagination run away with what I was expecting it to be. So it's kind of hard to compete with imagination. So it definitely was a totally different movie than what I was expecting. The kids portion of the film is like, I didn't think that would be the more center of the thing, but now that seeing the whole film, I'm like, kind of makes sense they went in that route. The jokes it was sort of a decently funny movie. There's a lot of little things, jokes and whatnot that I sort of picked up on the first time, where I'm like, I can definitely see there being more jokes that you would get on a second viewing and all that. So I'm definitely probably gonna watch it again in the future. I just gotta say, I did for the most part enjoy it. Whenever John Goodman's on screen, he's always the uh, best part of the film. Like, if you like the old 50s and 60s type creature film, creature monster type movies like them, or I think the original Thing and Tarantula and stuff like that, and it's like it's pretty neat homage to it overall, because I wasn't sure how total comedy would be. Would it be like total spoof, or is it gonna be like played serious but it's funny? And they sort of went more for the played seriously but funny. I was actually surprised there was some drama to the film, in the sense of like the whole. I didn't think this movie would take place, like involve the whole missile crisis, Cuban Missile Crisis, and all that, and seeing JFK do that speech and all that, and it's like, but it's an interesting overall movie. I felt it's definitely pretty cool. Some lines, there's a bunch of lines and stuff where it's like it kind of has a really deep meaning behind it, which is actually kind of surprising and all that. Like I was watching on the special features for the Shout Factory release of Matinee. They had the entire full length version of the film, and in the film, there was like some dialogue like the world is not how it used to have been and several years ago. It's always changing, and there was a specific line that wasn't in the actual film Matinee, but was in that section of film. I think was cut out for time and all that, and it was about nuclear weapons makes everyday people sort of the enemy. It makes the farmers the shoe salesmen, and it's kind of it's weirdly very. It's a very good line, but it's just weird because it's like it's on the cheesy on screen of the film, and it's like the film within a film, and it's not meant to be taken seriously. But there's like some lines that are like you're like, this actually has more meaning the more you think about it. Where instead of it's just being a throwaway line for laughs and whatnot, but there are a bunch of throwaway laugh lines and all that, which were pretty good. I liked the film. Not my favorite film about movies. But then again, there's not a lot of movies that I've seen that are films about making films. So, this one's decent. And, you know, if you're remotely interested in Matinee, I would recommend checking it out. Thank you very much for watching. I want you to have a nice day or night or whatever time you watch this. Have a nice whatever. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. Oh yeah, I totally forgot to look up the biggest mystery of who the director is. Because the name sticks out to me, but I don't. I'm looking it up right now. Ah, Gremlins. Right. That makes sense. A couple movies I've heard about but never actually seen, like the original Piranha and The Howling, The Twilight Zone, the movie. Oh, he directed The Burbs. Okay. Kind of excited to see that movie now. But yeah, I didn't know that was the same director who did Matinee did that. And he also directed Looney Tunes Back in Action. Okay. That I think was a very underrated movie. I loved that movie when I was, 2003, I was like, what? Oh my god, I was 9 years old when that came out. My gosh, I remember seeing that in theaters. I love that.